All right, guys, so we're back on part two of this 2014 Husqvarna FC450 build. So I got a hold of the customer. So what we ended up doing, I talked to the guys at Millennium Technologies in Wisconsin, in Plymouth, Wisconsin. They're responsible for the race team I worked for, and I've used them in the past. So basically what we ended up doing, guys, we sent this to them, and they re-nickel this back to a stock bore. Instead of sending this off and trying to find another cylinder, which they're on back order right now for the KTM 450 SX-F, the EXC 450, the Hustenberg FE 450, the Husqvarna FC 450, so on and so forth. So we sent this back up to Millennium, and they went back through, and of course we sent it with the piston and the rings, and they re-nickel it back to spec where it should be at. Get this little handle out of your guys' way here. So if you can see in there or not, but it's got a beautiful, beautiful cross hatchet in there now. And then we also got a Pro X top end kit, gasket kit here. You see the part number right here, 36.6414 from Pro X for this 450. You guys can see all the models it fits. I was rambling those off a minute ago. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and take this cylinder and the piston that we had from Wiseco, and we're gonna go ahead and start the reinstallation process on this. So we're gonna clean up the base gasket a little bit that may be left a little, and then we'll go ahead and check over all that, and then we'll start reassembling this thing. I'm just gonna probably do a time lapse on that to keep this video a little bit shorter for you guys. If you want the torque specs, I will drop that as a picture here in the video for you guys. You can find them online. I believe they're all in the owner's manual, if I'm not mistaken. Pain in the butt to find a service manual for these things sometimes, but torque specs are in the service manual for this. So we'll go ahead and jump back on this bad boy and get it knocked out. All right, guys, we just got this thing finished up. I time-lapsed a little bit, and I was like, who wants to watch me put the subframe and everything back together in a time-lapse? So we got coolant in it, we got oil in it. Oil's topped off right, coolant. We're gonna check after we rerun it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the seat back off real quick, disconnect the fuel pump, and go ahead and try to turn it over, get some oil circulating in this thing, but you guys can check it out here real quick. Everything is back together. I do not like this. I think he needs to redo that because I think that's going to starve it for fuel a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and pull the seat back off real quick, disconnect the fuel pump, turn this thing over, get some oil running through it, and then go ahead and fire it off and see if we got any crazy noises or smoke happening. All right, so we got the seat off. I ran across an issue, blown main fuse. I found out that I forgot the fan wires were pinched on this bike earlier, and so I had to go back in and fix those real quick. So I got those fixed. So let's go ahead and keep this unplugged. Let's go ahead and crank it over for a few here. Just get some oil running through the system, and we'll see if we can fire up. All right, literally plugged the fuel pump in, and the battery went down on the GoPro. All right, so we got that plugged in now. Let's see if this thing fires off here really easily or not. Boy, this battery dies fast. Fast. Woo! Well, I know timing's right. We know that's all good. Now I'm interested in what's going on here. Thing should have fired off by now, no problems. Now I know he had the ECU flashed, so hopefully that doesn't cause an issue. This battery's almost dead already, but it's popping and backfiring. And I know we're top dead center. She wants to hit off. Well, guess we're going to have to climb back in and see what's going on with the timing. All right, guys, it's the next day. Let me tell you where I'm at on this. So I have gone through all the timing, compression, check, leak down check on this thing after rebuilding it, along with checking the valve clearances. Again, everything is absolutely perfect. Spark plug's great, good fire, whole 9 yards. Everything mechanically sound on this motorcycle is mechanically sound, basically. It's perfect. I have no doubts in my mind about that. I went through and double and triple checked everything. So I was talking to my customer about this thing, and basically what he had the ECU flashed at Tokyo Mods or something like that in California. I might have talked about that in the first video. But he said he hasn't had it running since that because he ran across this issue before, but he did ride it in January, ran fine with the stock tune. A bunch of back and forth with them, apparently between him and the place he had it flashed at. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end up calling those guys, find out what's going on, because there's no reason, zero reason why this thing should not have just fired right up. It's getting fuel, it's got spark, it's got compression. Cam timing's right, of course crank timing's right, all that, everything matches up perfectly according to even how the service manual tells you to. So I'm gonna give them a call today. They're based in California. It's probably around 1:30 here Central Time, so I'm gonna give them a holler, find out what's going on, see if I don't need to send that thing back, and find out if maybe the flash didn't take all the way. I've ran across that in the past with other places flashing things. It doesn't take the flash all the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and call them, sit down, talk to them for a few minutes, find out what else they could do. I'll probably end up sending this ECU back. So I'll let you guys know if I send it back. And then when I get it back, we'll hopefully get this thing fired up and make sure she's running good for them. So hold on tight, guys. I'll catch you on, I don't know, the next day, 2 days, or hell, whenever I upload this video, but whenever I get back to these guys and find out what's going on with this ECU. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and end the saga on this 2014 Husqvarna FC450. You guys saw that in the first part, we had blown up top end. We had taken it apart. We sent it off to Millennium Technologies, and they re-nickel sealed it all the way back to stock bore. Of course, we sent a Wiseco piston along with rings on the stock bore on that, and they set that all up. Of course, we checked the ring end gap and made sure that was all good. Put this thing back together, re-shimmed it, all that, and he also sent the ECU off to Tokyo Mods and had it flash. So we got it back, we got it all back together. And we got fire, we got fuel, we got everything, but this thing will not fire off. I took the motor apart, I don't know how many times, just quadruple checking myself to make sure that I am on top dead center and that we had timing perfect on the cams, all the valve clearances are perfect, everything is how it's supposed to be. So we're pointing our finger at the ECU on this one that they say they took the KTM software from Tokyo Mods and flashed it to be a better timing and fuel map for this thing. Apparently you can't do that, according to what I was told, to a Husqvarna with a KTM tool. And in the Husqvarna, you're supposed to, and I don't think you're actually able to tune it like that either. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. If you know, please comment down below and let me know, because I don't know a whole bunch about the ECUs on these things. I know they're supposed to be married to the motorcycle or to the dirt bike, just like a lot of ECUs are for motorcycle or your regular street bikes and stuff now. I had that with Triumph and stuff. So customer called, he's talked to a few places, so he's going to run it about 2 hours up the road to the dealership up there and see if those guys can't get in there and maybe put the stock tune back in this thing. Again, Tokyo Mod says they don't flash ECU, they use this KTM software, but not being a dealer, I want to know how you get the software. I have some software for other models from working at other dealerships and doing all that stuff, but you know, they said they don't flash it, but I don't know. I really don't know. So we're going to go ahead and end this here, guys. Again, I appreciate you guys tuning into the channel. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, subscribe, hit that like button if you liked the video, thumbs up, thumbs down if you didn't. Leave a comment if you guys got questions about motorcycles, ATs, or UTVs. You can hit me up here by leaving a comment. You can find me on Facebook at Limitless Power Sports Service and Repair. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me all over the place on the internet. Again, you can shoot me an email at limitlesspowersports78@gmail.com. But I'll keep you guys posted. I'll probably throw a short out once I find out if they flash this thing back and it fires right up. Like I said, I know that everything is mechanically sound on this thing. So we'll find out. I'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully we hear something in the next few weeks. Again, I'm Kyle, Limitless Power Sports Service and Repair. I'll catch you guys on my next upload.